Hi Scorpio, welcome to your new moon in Aries reading. And the first two cards out for you were Venus Love and Void of Course Moon Missing. So, for some reason, I definitely think this is talking to people who also have their Scorpio, their Venus in Scorpio. And I say that because this is definitely dealing with relationships in your life. I think the biggest thing that you are paying attention to, that you're wanting to manifest during this Aries season, is healthy, deeply rooted, connected relationships. And right now, it could feel like either they are non existent or the relationships that you do want to push and pursue more in your life are kind of being at a halt. That's what this missing, this course of Void of Course Moon missing card is explaining to you is that there's a sense of patience that's needing to be had with the development of these healthy relationships. And the more and more you try to force and push them, the more conflicts will come up because I think you're used to moving from an operation of being in power and control and obsession. But those things aren't really going to allow you to keep stability these days like they used to because you're manipulating it ultimately. You have to kind of trust the universe. You kind of have to trust divine timing a bit more because you're not the only one in the relationship, and you want that good foundation to be there in order for the relationship to be able to blossom into this true stability that you want. And I say that because you have Jupiter abundance and Grand Crossing provoker coming next. So there's these things, whether the person you're in a relationship with, situations in the relationship, or just circumstances around you guys that are really provoking you to have to practice a sense of patience in building stability. And with this Jupiter, it's all being done in order for that abundance, your wishes, to come true for you, which is if you want to be with that specific person, if you want to manifest this relationship in your life, if it's not there yet, you have to be able to be patient and come from a place of self-trust and trust in the universe, knowing that everything is aligning the way it's supposed to. But you can't be coming from a place of control and force, because that really just means that you don't have belief that this thing is possible for you and that you don't deserve it. And then the next two cards are North Node, Life Purpose, and Earth Element, Stability. So definitely talking about also people who may have their North Node in Scorpio. And this is talking about because your overall goal in life, right, is for you to achieve this sense of stability. But in order for you to have this sense of stability, you have to kind of go to those areas of your life that you are so used to controlling in order to get it. It's like you want to be able to control the situation because you do want the sense of stability quickly. But in order for this real sense of stability to come and stay, you have to kind of go through and be patient and be aware and get to know the person more, and reveal yourself a bit more, so you know that this is a good, stable situation to invest in. Because a lot of times we get into relationships and then we realize that we don't know the person as well, or they ain't as good for us, or we have other interests and other passions and other things that we have to deal with and that we're not revealing, which then leads to the demise of that relationship or that situation. So it's about you going through these things, moving with it, with your intuition, with your awareness, with your patience, with your trust, in order for you to develop and reach this real sense of stability. Okay, and the next two cards out for you were Abundance and Love. So yeah, with Abundance and Love partnership, this is definitely talking about you wanting this sense of stability and abundance to come into your life, but you feeling like and what this abundance rather expresses and explains to you is this sense of love partnerships. This is what your ultimate desire is for you to have those good, healthy love partnerships, and truly just have someone who you trust without a doubt, who could trust you, and because you've been working on yourself, because you're aware of your shadow side now, because you are really trying to fix and improve upon those areas of your life that have caused past relationships to turn out the way they did. It's about you really being able to receive and accept the sense of abundance. And you just have to move in that way that you know better now. Because then the next card is Domestic Harmony. So this is talking about You having that sense of stability and groundedness and harmony and balance and centering in your relationship, where you don't have to worry, where you don't have to be paranoid about how if it's going to work out and all these things. You can kind of just be much more present and just embrace whatever the relationship is for what it is, whether this is a specific committed relationship or just kind of being open more in general to allowing the relationship to develop to whatever it's meant to be, that is both in alignment for yourself and the other person. And then you have ripeness and abundance yet again coming out for you. So, yes, it's talking about you being patient with what's to come. You knowing that you're putting in the work and putting in the time, and then the fruits of your labor will be given back to you. And that labor is that abundance, is that peace for yourself, first and foremost. If you are working on things where you want a sense of more stability for yourself, that's coming, and you just have to stay dedicated to that time. Use this time right now to, like I said, be patient, not feel too antsy and too restless, to allow the thing to develop into what it is. Have more, be more centered in trust and faith and confidence than fear and paranoia and anxiety about a situation. Especially during this time where the pandemic is going on, and it could be easily for us, especially the more sensitive ones, which are typically Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, because of water signs, and just anyone who just has that deeper awareness and insight into things. They can be a bit more fearful if they allow that consciousness to take over them. But know that you always have control over how you look at a situation. Look at it for the reality of what it is, but what good is it going to do for you to just sit and be panicking and worrying about a thing at the same time? So this goes for just the overall energy that we're experiencing and in your specific life as well. All right, and then after that you have source and change that comes after that. So again, it's about having that trust, that faith in source, consciousness, and God and the universe, in order for the divine timing to come through, and know that everything is going to happen at its perfect time. The change is going to experience, it's going to be that experience for you when it's the time for it to be. But you have to do the proper change and evolution in your life in order for this to manifest. Also know that the overall energy is that there's just this big sense of change and transformation and rebirth and revolution going on, and that's why everything is just the way it is right now. So if you are worrying about that specifically, stay centered, stay grounded, stay connected to your source, so you're able to move forward in a way, like I said, not out of fear but trust. Okay, and then you got the Three of Wands, virtue, and the Eight of Pentacles. So this is definitely talking about, again, putting in that work, putting in that time to build things from a more material and physical standpoint, and not feeling like you are again rushing it too soon. Just focusing on what you can, and also being more flexible with this Three of Wands card, of being able to trust that every action that you make is leading to something that is abundant and that is worthy of you and what you truly do want. And then ending it off, you have Two of Pentacles, change, and Two of Cups, love. So here you go. Once you're able to really balance and juggle this ability to maintain that sense of stability in these moments of confusion, in these moments of uncertainty, is where you'll be able to manifest this permanent sense of stability, because you were able to do it at a time where it wasn't as easy to be honest. And that definitely for you means a relationship, a well-connected one, with the Two of Cups, love in your life. So whether that is romantic or friendships or family, this time for you, this time of isolation, and just this Aries season in general, is really able to give you the inspiration to put effort into love in a genuine and practical and stable way, and actually be able to be vulnerable with it. Okay, Scorpio? So I hope that resonates with you. If there's anything that you want to explain or figure out further for yourself, I do offer personal tarot readings and personal birth chart readings, just check down in my description below, and there's a link to my Etsy shop where you can purchase those. And with nothing more to say, I wish you love, peace, and wellness, and I'll talk to you later.